You have lived a whole life, and now you finally have time for something that once lit you up inside art. But when you sit down to draw, nothing feels like it used to. The rules feel stiff, the results feel flat, something feels missing. What if I told you the problem is not you? It's the way most people teach drawing. You have probably been told drawing is about skill, perspective, shading, control. And yeah, that matters. But it's only 10% of what makes drawing truly powerful. The remaining 90%? That's where the magic begins, where presence meets perception, and where drawing becomes a way of truly seeing. Hardly anyone teaches this, but once you grasp it, you will never look at drawing or life the same way again. The mistake most art lessons make. Most people think drawing is about getting it right, mastering the fundamentals, and that's it. But the truth is, drawing begins after you have learned the fundamentals. Think of it like learning a language. Let's say English. We all learn the same alphabets, A, B, C, the same grammar, but how we use the same language to express ourselves, that is wildly different. That's where your personality, your unique perspectives, your ideas enter the scene. Drawing is exactly the same. The lines are like those alphabets. You don't learn to make lines for lines' sake, you use them as a vehicle to convey meaning. Good drawings, therefore, are alive with that meaning. They break free from the cage of stiff plastic perfection. Unfortunately, many drawing teaching styles focus too much on the literal and completely bypass empowering you with the visceral knowledge of how to create drawings that are alive and full of meaning. So, coming up next, the three biggest creativity killers that silently block most returning artists. And chances are at least one of them is keeping your drawing from feeling truly alive. Number one, tracing. It feels safe, but the trade off is that you never learn to create anything. Tracing is just copying. It's like trying to speak in someone else's voice your whole life. You may impress a few people, but you never get to discover your own voice. The second creativity killer is copying from photos. Photography freezes a single moment from an ever flowing world. But the subject, in reality, lives inside changing light, shifting moods, evolving states of mind, and so on. The world breathes. And if you only copy a snapshot, you miss the living rhythm. You are better off using a camera if that is your goal. Drawing, on the other hand, is about being present with a subject, having a dialogue with it, and sharing your perspective of the world. Number three, getting hijacked by an art style. It's easy to fall in love with a style and lose your own voice in the process. But when your drawings are too influenced by someone else's aesthetics, your inner artist gets hijacked. If you look closely, even that style, which impresses you, has come out of someone's explorations. It's like a souvenir of someone else's journey. So, don't mistake a souvenir for the journey. Go collect your own experiences, your own questions, your own voice. The aim of learning drawing is to become so strong and versatile that you can depict those dimensions through your art. As a bonus, I would like to cover one more important part, which is alive art versus memory art. You might relate to this. I see it all the time. Someone sits to draw an eye, but instead of really seeing the eye of the subject in the present moment, they draw what they remember how an eye looks like. That is memory art. It may look nice, but it is not alive. Quick check in. Has this ever happened to you? You're drawing something, and even though it looks fine, it feels flat, like it's missing its soul. That's the difference between memory art and alive art, which comes from being present with whatever your life is offering to you in that moment. Just like your voice and energy changes when you are joyful versus when you're angry, your lines change too. In the same way, your drawing training should empower you to capture and express those nuances of life. If this way of drawing speaks to you, stay with me. I'll show you how we can explore it live inside a small online session. Now, let's look at how drawing becomes your inner language of wisdom. Drawing teaches attunement, patience, sensitivity. Sometimes I think drawing is less about making art and more about learning how to see. Not just with your eyes, but with your entire being. It is quiet, it is meditative, it is visceral. You are not just moving your hand, you are tracing your inner weather. And once in a while, your sketchbook says something to you that no other conversation or a book or a quote ever could. That is drawing's real power. Not perfection, but exploration. Exploration of your own truth. Tell me in the comments what brought you back to art after all these years. It's always a beautiful story. Was it a moment, a person, or something you just couldn't ignore anymore? If this way of drawing speaks to you, not as a performance but as a practice, not to impress but to understand, you are warmly invited to join my next online visceral drawing session. In this session, I'll show you how to break free from copying and draw with presence, confidence, and meaning, even if you have not picked up a pencil in decades. At RestartART, we don't just draw for drawing's sake. We question, we engage, we dialogue, and we discover how to see while being fully present. Seats are now available for the online visceral drawing session. Your art is waiting. It is time to restart art. You'll find the link below.